Hey gorgeous woman, how are you? Put my drink down. I get thirsty when I come down here, so I have to bring a drink with me. And I am drinking today some sparkling water with a light dust of passion fruit. Not that you can really taste it, but it is refreshing. So good to see you here. Hello. Bring it on. Hi, Jody. Good to see you, Jody. It's been a while. Justine, hey. Just turn the camera around. Get a glimpse of the beach. I love coming down here and having a chat with you guys on a weekend. It's Saturday here today, just about midday. Guessing for you US ladies, it's Friday night. And here you are, spending it with me. I'm so honoured. Awesome. So good to see you. So I've been going through, this is what happens when you, I'll start again. This last, I don't know, little while, what's been coming up for me a lot is forgiveness. And it's actually easier to forgive other people, isn't it? I mean, you can see that they've done some shitty things towards you. They haven't been the nicest. Just put my drink. They've been really shitty towards you, and you've got some healing to do to heal those wounds. I think it's actually easier to heal others, to forgive others, than it is to forgive ourselves. And what tends to happen is, as we grow spiritually as well, as we ascend or elevate our consciousness, that's what we're doing when we heal, we begin to look back and just feel really bad about the things that we've done when we were younger. Oh, I'm just walking into a swarm of sandflies and they're gone. Thank you. Yeah, we tend to, I guess, see the things that we did wrong to others and feel really bad, like we should. We feel bad about it because we don't want to hurt people. And whether it's something that you said to your little sister, or whether it's whatever it might be, something nasty you did to a kid at school, and you start feeling that sadness come over you for what you did, and the regrets begin, right? I don't know if you guys have, I mean, none of us are perfect. I'm sure we all have gone through something like that, right? We live with those regrets. The hardest thing to do is to let them go and to forgive yourself, especially if you consider what you've done. I'm just putting my drink in, you probably can't see me now. There we go. Especially if you consider what you've done to be deemed unforgivable. And there's a point in time where you have to let go. And what goes through your mind is things like, but I don't deserve to forgive myself. That poor person is having to carry the pain and suffering that I've caused. So as a consequence, I should then carry the suffering of walking down the other end of the beach because it disconnected. I forget that the signal on my phone doesn't always reach the full down the side of the beach. Sorry. So what I was saying was, we tend to hang on to the guilt and not forgive ourselves because we think, well, that person that I cause suffering to has to carry that suffering, well, if they choose to, And so as a consequence, I should then, by rights, carry the guilt from what I've done for the rest of my life. And I'm here to tell you that it's not how it works. It's not how it works. We don't carry the suffering. The thing is, I did that, and when you release it, and if you can't release it, here's a little tip for you. Just practice. What would it feel like if I wasn't carrying this? Let me hand this guilt over momentarily. Let's just do it for one night. I'll just see what it's like. And I can pick it up tomorrow if I feel obliged to. But just in doing that, it'll give you great insight to see that you don't carry it with you. You don't have to carry it. This looks like as good a spot as any to take a seat in the sand. You don't carry it with you. When you've released it, excuse me, when you let it go, I might need another swig. When you let it go, even if you decide, let me just release this for 20 minutes, an hour, a night, and just see how it feels. When you feel the release of that burden, what tends to come in is love. Because what you're doing is that you're piling up the river, the flow, because you're always wanting to rise. Shakti always wants to rise. And when you put things like guilt in the way, and you hang on to it, and you don't forgive yourself, you're blocking that river from rising. And that's why as you go through your healing journey, things might come up that feel difficult, and no one really likes to talk about the bad things they've done. It's much easier to talk about what other people have done to you than to say what you've done wrong as well, and much easier to forgive other people than it is to forgive yourself. And as you're healing and as you're growing, thoughts and memories will come up from the past, and you realize just other things that you need to release. And when it comes to mind, I did this terrible thing when I was 12 years old, and then you just start feeling really bad about it, because you start feeling bad about it because as your consciousness rises, the last thing you want is you want to spread love. You want to be more in the presence of love. And when you realize, geez, once I did this horrible thing before I was aware, before I was conscious, before I knew any different really, I did this terrible thing, and you feel really bad about it. You feel probably worse about it than what you would years ago, because you're healing, you're growing, your consciousness is rising, you're getting to know the greatness that's inside of you, you're getting to know more of you. And the reason why that's happening is that is just your consciousness's way of releasing even more, so you can rise even higher. That's what's happening here. So when that comes to mind, I just want to encourage you that you don't have to carry it. It doesn't matter what you did. It doesn't matter. When I have gone into really deep energetic healing meditation, what source energy or God or spirit has shown me is that we are all light. All of us, we're all light. We're a piece, a fragment of that source energy, and it doesn't matter. Like, it's irrelevant what you did now, what you did in the past. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant what happened to you, because right here in this moment, in this now, is a different moment. We don't have to carry around stuff from 10 years ago, even hurts that other people have done to us, okay? We don't have to carry that. Why carry something around today that isn't in the energy of today? That happened a long time ago. You're imprisoning yourself. You're keeping yourself bound in a bondage to your past. And it's the same with us and our forgiving ourselves. When we don't forgive ourselves, we're abandoning ourselves all over again, just as we carry that wound from childhood. So we don't want to self-abandon. We've already suffered enough, you know, and it's a hard gig being on earth. It's a hard gig, you know. We are all just this beautiful light and consciousness. We are conscious awareness. We are beautiful. We are the greatness, okay? And what we have to figure out in this existence is how to remain in the light, how to cope with being in higher consciousness, being in our conscious awareness, as well as functioning in this matter, in this material world, when we are really energy, and yet we also have to cope with living this other existence in matter rather than just in energy. Is that making sense, guys? Let's have a look at the comments here. Do you guys get what I mean? Where do I find comments? I do this every time. Here we go. No, that's me writing a comment. Okay. Yeah. Just shout out or wave if you get what I'm saying, or if you've got questions about this. It's a hard one, because when you carry the guilt, and believe me, I've got a lot to be guilty about. I haven't been a perfect person. None of us have. I made some big mistakes. I hurt some people along the way, you know. And what we have to remind ourselves is that we weren't aware. I wasn't aware then. I was doing the best I could. I didn't know differently. You know, what do they say? Hurt people hurt people. And the best thing that we can do for ourselves is love all of us. Love the person that's broken. Love the person that acted out. Love the person in you that is the past you. You know, we don't have to deny her. We can still carry her with us and hug her and say, I understand, you were hurting, it was wrong, but I still love you. You show yourself the unconditional love that you never got, that you deserve, that we all deserve. That is the essence of the source of God, is love. So let that burden go. And what you'll find is you will return to your natural state, which is the flowing of peace and joy. That's our natural state. That's what we're supposed to feel, guys. That's what we're supposed to feel. And you know, something that I always sort of have a little smile on my face about is whenever I release something new, or whenever I move through something and release it, I guess, or forgive that thing, I just start going, oh, I didn't realise just how burdened I was by that thing. I didn't realise just how heavy that felt in my body, you see. And we don't, because you're so used to carrying that burden. You're so used to carrying all those hurts and all that pain of what everyone did to you, or the pain of what you turn on yourself with. You're so used to it that it just that now feels natural, and it's not. It's not natural to carry all those bricks up that hill, and to be in that much back pain, and to carry that burden in your heart and that pit of your stomach, to be feeling this way. What is your natural state is to feel immense pleasure of this very moment, to feel joy, to feel love, to feel inner peace, right? And to really acknowledge the truth of who you are. That's the natural state. That's how you're meant to live. And one of the things that we create in ourselves is inflammation. When we are carrying all this is one sign that you're carrying what you're not meant to carry, are you suffering with inflammation in your body? Whether it be a skin condition, whether it be an organ issue with your organs, whatever it might be bones, could be arthritis, whatever it is. If you're carrying inflammation in your body, or the big one for us ladies, and especially for us Virgos, because I'm a Virgo, I know this, is gut health. A lot of us will have gut health issues, and gut health issues can create a flow-on effect to all other inflammation in the body. So it's something to take care of daily. And stress is the number one cause of shifting out of our gut health and trauma. So take care of your gut health. And when you are noticing that you've got these inflammations in your body, this means that you've got issues to release. This is an indicator that your body's telling you that there are things that are happening inside of you that you need to let go of, that you need to release. And if you're thinking, who do I release this to? Release it to Mother Divine, because she turns it into something beautiful. She spreads love all around the world with all your hurts and pains. So give it to Mother Divine. She will turn it into something magical and beautiful. She always does. You don't have to carry it. The other thing that has come up that I really wanted to share with you, that has changed a lot when I do my meditations and how I do them, is that I used to go into a meditation when I'm grounding myself. Grounding yourself is really important. Every day, ground yourself. And I used to visualize the earth, and it was like I'm manufacturing it, I'm creating it, right? I used to imagine that my feet are planting into the earth, and just recently I have been commanding earth to come to me. This is the thing, we put so much effort in thinking we've got to do, this is our society today, we've been taught that we've got to do all this work, try harder, be more, right? If we're the light, we were never told how powerful we are. We are truly powerful beings. You can command earth to come up to you. You can command your guardian angel to come to you every day, and it does. You have immense power within you. And I don't mean to say that I'm the greatest, I'm the big whatever with the big ego. It's not a command like I'm the most powerful being on this planet. It's not like that. You are able to just everything's within your fingertips. Everything is around you. The energies around you that are waiting for you to call them. So when I say command, I don't mean like a military command. I just mean you can call on these things to come to you. I hope that makes sense. It's just I didn't want to put that energy into that sentence that meant something else that it didn't. So yes, I felt I needed to explain that. So you can call in the energy. I mean, even look around. Take a moment. Look around you, where you're sitting. Can you see something beautiful around you? And call that beauty into you. I mean, this is like the god of the sea right here. It's amazing. Yeah. So where you are right now, noticing in your body where you're feeling any tension and pain, and taking a big breath and just releasing it, saying I'm letting it go. And you can call on the angel of air or the angel of fire to really support you in releasing this and letting it go. These are gentle angels. They're not there to there's nothing, they're just gentle and they love you. Call on your guardian angel and ask her to support you in healing even more today, you know. And then start looking around, whatever it is that you're going through. You have it all around you. Have it at your fingertips to call in and ask for the healing. It's nothing you need to do. You just have to sit back, relax and release it. That's it. Look, This next month, I'm opening the doors again to the whole self healing course, and this healing course is all about understanding, or if you have a lot of inflammation in your body, this is perfect for you. It is seeing where this inflammation is, and what I do is I teach you to connect in to your energy system and show you how to heal your body and heal your life. I've had multiple healings in my life, right from when I was, I think I was about 15 or something like that. I had really bad athlete's foot, or they call it tinea, right? It's disgusting. It is these huge deep cracks in my feet. I couldn't walk. I had to wear bandages on my feet. We lived on an island in New Zealand. It's a big island, right? Well, a little island really. Lived in New Zealand. Everywhere around you's water. We would go to the beach all the time, and I couldn't. I'd wear basketball shoes. I couldn't walk in bare feet on the sand because the sand would get into the cracks of my feet, and it was painful. I'd crawl down take my shoes off, shimmy down to the water's edge, and just soak my feet in the ocean, hoping that the salt water would cleanse it and heal it. And I suffered like that for years and years. I think I might have picked it up from like a camp toilet or something like that, and it just would not leave me. I tried all the creams and everything. Anyway, one night I was at this family camp, and I just called on Jesus to heal my feet. I called on the angels to support me in this healing. I went off to bed, woke up the next day, and it was gone. It was gone. There were scars left. That was it. It was a miracle. I've never had it back again, and I suffered for years like that. I've had lots of healings like this happen in my life. What brought me back to understanding and asking source energy, asking God about the healing and how we can heal our body, was my journey through cancer just a few years ago. When I went through that journey, I first went through it and I thought, this is no sweat, I can do this. They said I think 2 or 3 rounds of chemo or something, and maybe a couple rounds of radiotherapy. It'll be like 4 months out of my life. I thought, I can do that, no worries, I'll be back to work in no time. Anyway, after the 4 months, they said, hey, it hasn't worked. We're going to have to do it again, and it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be hard. And I freaked out then. That's when I thought, shit, this is a bit bigger than what I thought. That's when I sort of came face to face with the possibility that it might not go away, that I might be, my own mortality. I came face to face with my own mortality, and that's when I started diving a lot deeper into healing, and healing the body, healing the mind, healing the spirit, and working with the energy that we've been all gifted. We have access to this. We are the medicine. We can heal our lives, and understanding then that there's a lot of things that I was hanging on to in my life that were making me sick. So I learned about releasing them. I learned about healing. Yeah, it's been a beautiful journey, and that's what I am here to share with you today. So the whole self-healing course is beginning now. The doors are opening now. If you want to know more about this, just type in the comments healing, and what I'll do is I'll send you a link that explains more about it, and there's a link in there to pay for the course as well. This is a course that you can do in your own time. It's got videos, it's got downloads for you to print off and work through. It will change your life. It has changed lives already. It's amazing. What I haven't done with this course is offered a one-on-one session with me, a private healing 2-hour one-on-one session, and I will give that to you for free if you're interested in doing this course. So yeah, check it out if this is on your heart and you want to know about it. I think it's $555 to do the course. You can take as long as you like. There's no time limit, and I'm throwing in a free healing a healing session with me. It'll probably take about 2 hours, and what I do in that session is I tune into the energy field in your system, and I let you know what I see basically, but I balance the energies. I help you to understand any of the connections that you might have to an emotional trauma, or any kind of trauma, or any kind of blockage basically that is in your way of being in harmony. That's what the whole point is. We want to be living this beautiful life, how we're meant to be living it, in love and truth and peace and in joy. So if that's what you want to do and you want to live that way, then yeah, type in healing and I'll get you the link so you can check it out. And yeah, we can do that. Alright, just having a look who's showed up here. Hello, beautiful woman. So good to see you all. I hope you're having an amazing beginning of your weekend, because I guess it's Friday night where you are, it's Saturday over here, or if you're in Australia, happy weekend. Welcome to my beach here in Falcon, Western Australia. Let me just give you a little glimpse, little look of what the world's doing today down this end of the planet. Not many people down here. Actually found a little bit stink that I didn't bring the dogs. I thought that it would be a bit busy, but there's no one here. I could have brought the dogs and they would have had a beautiful run. So now I'm going to have to take them to the other side and give them a walk down there, because we don't carry guilt. Alright, sending all my love. Take good care.